Hey guys, you know who I am, leader of Intrepid Innovations, and this is Enzo with AltX project, which we're looking to bring to you guys here pretty soon. What we're going to do is we're going to talk to him about his project and why we're very interested. So.
Hey, so hi there. So my name's actually Enzo Villani. I've been in the actual crypto space since 2014, full time since 2016. I have two funds. We own actually Blockchain Wire, which is the #1 press release service. But I started building this terminal called the Alpha Liquid Terminal for one main reason, which is the issue that we face as a fund is I'll have 15 tabs open, 5 screens. I have Fireblocks, I have Gemini, I have Kraken, I have SFOC, I have all of this stuff, and then we're using MetaMasks and it's very, very complicated to have really a fund and manage it in a kind of appropriate way. So I started building this terminal. And now the terminal, I've built terminals in the past. Going back to the 90s, I built the CityFX terminal, and then I've also built the actual market intelligence desk terminal, which is a NASDAQ terminal for the issuers and data and trading, and it's at the actual NASDAQ market site. I was the actual head of strategy at NASDAQ for 10 years, and I know a lot about the market systems. I know a lot about stocks and equities and all that stuff. And what we have here is we have the most efficient way to trade. So we want best execution, smaller order routing, but done in a way that's modular. We don't want to control your keys. We don't want to control the trades. We don't want to do any custody. We just want to give you the tools on one desktop that allows you to really execute. Then I started talking to my tech teams, Google guys, Microsoft, Capgemini, Deloitte, top corporate enterprise fintech people from kind of New York and London, so on. And then they started showing me AI on top of it. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to go down this road of agentic bots are going to take over HFT, or they're going to take over all trading. You as a human trader will not be able to keep up. So why not execute bots that are like an army where they can do research, they can bring in, news and content, charts, and help you every step of the way. Then we talked to Google, and Google funded about $500,000 in a grant, and we talked to Chrome OS, the hardware guys, and now they're like, well, we could turn the hardware into a node. We could have the AI also running locally and in the cloud, and Chrome OS has never been hacked. So I'm like, okay, let's talk to Fireblocks. Let's talk to everyone and build like an NPC, like a Ledger, Flex on the back of the box. In fact, we're going to talk to Ledger. So I'm building this for us, and I was like, this could be a very powerful thing, because we could build modular terminals for everyone who's really sophisticated, or not that sophisticated, or just starting. In the last hour, I've had people come up to me that are women in their 50s who have a club, to top investors, to these institutional guys, and they're all like, we need this terminal. So I'm going to build basically the Bloomberg for digital assets, and we're starting there.
Awesome. Love that introduction. So as many of you guys know, as I've said in the past, many great businesses, they start with the founder building it for themselves. They're like, I need this in my life. And they build it for themselves, and they realize right away that there's market fit because they're using it. And then they start bringing it to other people. So, that's a great insight right there. So tell me, what is your hypothesis on the future of agents? Like, what do you think is going to happen there?
So I've been a exchange strategist since 1998. Mm-hmm. I started working with the NASDAQ in 1998 on all of their top innovation. I launched NASDAQ Japan, NASDAQ Europe, NASDAQ Dubai, all of the UIs, the front-end interfaces, how we dealt with it. And we were trying to do 24/7 trading. Then I worked for companies like BATS. BATS is the third largest exchange in America. No one knows about it because it's all HFT, high frequency trading. Bots still have to execute about 80% of the actual flow. Even though retail's trading, 80% of the flows are still going to bots. AI it's on another level. It's the meta level, because you could actually deploy agents to execute research analysis on stocks, tokens, digital assets, whatever. You can have them join conference calls. You can have them read and do transcripts and publish a research report. So we're building that all in the system. So there's about 5 major things that our kind of the AI kind of agent army will do, and then your chat analyst, which is you basically, will manage those agents. So you can have like 10,000 agents all running DEXs, all trading across. I think the exchange model is going to go pure internet, all DEX.
So how do you think prioritization will work? Like prioritization of order flow? Like if
That's the question.
Yeah, like what do you think?
So the agents will be constantly looking for best execution. Any agent that trades will always have in their code best execution. So they're all going to be fighting over best X. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to do like kind of rebate trading or pay for actually mean pool flow. They're going to try to route in front of orders, but they're going to be calculating on the fly what the cost is at that second to route. And that's going to create the most efficient market in the world.
Yeah.
And no human trader will be able to keep up.
Yeah. Okay. What does the AltX token do? How's that? What's the token model? How's it involved?
So the actual maker-taker model has something that's been on Wall Street forever. Mm-hmm. So when I went full-time into NASDAQ in 2001, they did something where they kind of mutualized all of the exchanges. So we had something called the National Best Bid Offer. And then we had to deal with the fact that we had these like locked issues and so on. And I think where this all goes is you basically have the opportunity to utilize a token that can be a maker-taker model either on the trading side, on the research side, or on the, let's say, the benefit side. Like someone who wants to build a module can build it, wrap it, put it on the actual terminal and get paid. As I use that little widget, I'm paying them a little bit of the kind of ALTX coin. If you're running a node and you're helping us define new products, like you'll be part of a research voting system, like a DAO, but very light to help us come up with new products, and as you curate, you're gonna earn tokens for running the actual node miner. So there's something called soft dollar. Mm-hmm. Soft dollar was the way, it's still in process, on Wall Street, that if you do research, like there are basically research houses that don't trade. They trade a little bit, but they make all of their money by putting research in front of the buy-side hedge fund, and then the hedge fund pays them a piece of the commission that they give to the sell side to do the trade. We're gonna have the same model. But you don't even need all the broker-dealers. You can literally just do it with agents, and it'll be a decentralized soft dollar system, which also does not exist.
Okay, so fascinating. How are you going to create the relationships with the agent creators? Obviously, you're going to be networking, right? So, how's that looking right now? Like,
so we have actually. So we're going to announce tomorrow and the next day our first 2 launch pads. Eliza Finance, which is the most downloaded. I got to get this right. I don't want to talk about
repository, like right?
It's on GitHub and it's been downloaded. The most agentic OS code for making a launchpad or for launching agents.
What did it originate from? Do you know? Is it like open source or?
It's the AI 16Z.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
It came from there, and then it became this kind of Eliza OS.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
We're still. I mean, it's moving so fast.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And then there's another one called, and then there's another, actually launchpad that's being built by Marlon Williams. So Marlon, co-founder of Telos.
Mm-hmm. I like Telos, yeah.
On the actual EOS team, the first EOS team. Okay. And he's building a launchpad called AI Quant. So you'll be able to, they have code already, it's open source, where you can launch an agentic bot. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to integrate them into our system. And we've already had conversations, so we'll be making those 2 announcements. My goal is to have anybody who wants to build on the modular system, that they have the opportunity to actually do so. I think someone just said, I think it might have been actually Van Eck, that they expect the end of this year to we're going to have over 1 million agentic trading agents that'll be created. So like the virtuals, AI16Zs, the true terminals, and they're going to get better. Like a lot of them right now, they just shitpost, right? I mean, they do some trading,
Right. Yeah.
very basic, but they're really shitpost bots at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's like a memes roughly.
I think a
Right?
meme-ish
The early
type of
NFT stuff, it's kind of like that, like they haven't realized their potential,
Right, so that's like the test case, and now we're going to see the real case, right? The real case is all of these folks, all of the smartest people in crypto are going into agentic bots, and they're like, well, of course we're going to go there. So this terminal will be a way for you to manage all that. Like, how are you going to manage that?
Yeah.
You have to be able to watch something.
Like visuals, visuals are going to be a great
Visual
way to kind
and
of
showing you, what's happening, what's the actual leaderboard, what bot's winning, what bot's not. I mean, we have Twitter coming, we have actually X coming in. It's already in there already. You're just gonna be able to follow everything. And what's funny is that you don't even have to follow it. You'll just say to your agent, go tell me the top 5 agents that are doing this. The biggest issue is the agent wallets are not connected to where the agent is, so sometimes you don't know which agent wallet they're using. So one of the ideas that we're working on is if you launch on these launch pads, we want to identify that agent wallet so that we can track which agent's doing the best.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh,
Which could be,
you had me sold a long time. Right?
yeah, but that is like, I mean, I do push my tech team. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, we could probably, they're like, we got to figure it out because it's not connected. And I'm like, well, why don't we try to help to create like an open standard for agents? Like everything in our space is open source. I love that. So awesome.
So what do you think about what the NVIDIA founder, Jensen Huang, was saying about the future of coding is language? What do you think is the implications there?
The actual
Future of coding is language. Like just...
Oh, yeah. All right, so my whole background is I started off in 1994 doing UIs. I'm actually a user interface and a kind of information architect. And I worked for some of the biggest banks, NASDAQ. I helped to redo NASDAQ.com and all of these UIs. Okay? And that's my background. And what's funny is as we were dreaming about this terminal and like visualizing at Figmas and all this stuff, I said, you know what, guys? And I said, add a voice so you can just talk to your chat analyst. And they're like, okay, we're going to add that. I was like, at some point, you're not even going to be looking at the screen. There is no screen.
Yeah.
So the Amazon, in the early 90s, when I worked on the earlier products, we all did the bird trail, top nav, left nav. That became like the UI, the human factors that everyone uses online. In fact, like Amazon, still the same thing, left nav, top nav. So, but I'm like, the future of UI is not going to be, I don't know what
it's hard to visualize, right? Like maybe the glasses, you just talk to it and it's going to get it right. So you're going to get used to not looking at it.
So
right?
we actually started thinking about this and we were like, well, what if I want, so I can talk to my chatbot and say, give me all the news on Solana. It'll give me a chart and all the news links. And then I can say, give it to me every morning or every day. I was like, you can even say, print it out and have my robot drop it off on my bed in the morning. Like you could, like if you like to read paper for some reason, why not? Like you will literally be able to have like the news, almost like anything you want. Like So I visualized. We were like making a joke out of it, but I was like, you'll be walking down the road, you'll be like for a walk, a hike, and you'll be like, I wonder how my portfolio is doing, and you'll just say it out loud. And something, your phone, a tricorder, whatever you want to call it, a glass, it will pick it up, and it literally will they'll tell you, right, it'll voice, Mr. Villani, the Bitcoin's now reached, $5 trillion in value, and now you're even more rich than yesterday. Or, unfortunately, you lost everything because you bet on a meme coin.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. And now it's gone.
Yeah.